Cool Mommy Lisa. It's been a while, guys. I have not been on for, I don't know, probably weeks. I've had some things going on. I've been busy just taking care of things and hoping to get back on track. So sorry for not coming on, and thanks to my whole 35 subscribers that I have that have stuck with me. So today I want to talk about Judith. Judith. I think I just like saying the name Judith. Say it with me. Judith. Some friends and I and my son went to a local restaurant, and you know how most of the time when you go to a restaurant, a lot of the times, not all the time because there are some really good waiters and waitresses out there, that most of, or a lot of the time again, you get complete butt heads waiting on you. Now I'm talking about when you go and you sit down and you're ordering food and they're going to bring it to you, not like Taco Bell or McDonald's where it's drive-through, because we know most of the people there are really big butt heads. So we get to the restaurant and we sit down, and there comes Judith. Hello, my name is Judith. I'll be your waiter for today. Is there anything I could get for you? Well, I don't know, Judith. We haven't even sat down on our chairs yet. Can you give us a minute? Oh, sure. No problem. I'll be right back. Not... Judith was nice. She was a nice waitress. And maybe we're just not used, again, like I said, to having these waiters or waitresses that are nice. We're used to buttheads who don't like their jobs. They don't want to be there, but they have to work. And so when you get Judith, you really don't know quite how to take Judith. So she comes back again, maybe about, I don't know, a couple minutes later. And we have our menus, and we're just kind of looking through the menus, talking. The kids are talking, and we're just trying to figure out what we want to eat. Well, can we get you something to drink? Oh, sure. We place our drinks, our order drinks, drink orders. Yeah, you know what I mean. So she comes back and she's like, okay, well, are you ready? Again, very nice. Judith was very nice girl. So we aren't ready yet. So we said, okay, give us a couple of minutes. You know, we're still looking. So she comes back like at exactly 2 minutes later. Okay, are you guys ready? No, Judith, can we just have another minute? Because we're dealing with the kids and we're talking at the same time. We really actually didn't even get a chance to really look at the menu. You know, we wanted to take our time where they were having lunch, and we just wanted to take our time. So Judith comes back, and finally we're just like, okay, let's just place the order. So Judith kept coming to our table like every 2 minutes. Is there anything I could get you? Do you need a drink refill? No, Judith, I haven't even had a chance to drink my damn iced tea yet. No, thank you, Judith. But we'll let you know. 2 minutes later, Judith comes back. Or is everything going okay? Is there anything I could get you? Oh, sure. Just give us some extra napkins. She was coming back so many times, I wanted to give her something to do. I just didn't want to just, not have anything for her to do because she was just so on top of her, job there. She was on point. Sure, Judith, bring us some napkins, Judith. Thank you, Judith. And I think we were all just kind of having fun saying, Judith, Judith, may I have a glass of ice? Judith, we need a couple more minutes, Judith. Thank you, Judith. Judith, you're so nice. Thank you. So we get our food, and of course, everything was right. Judith did not skip a beat in that order, and that's pretty fucking awesome. And, oh, excuse my language, because I forget that I have some children who are watching, so I'm trying to not have obscure language. So not even 2 minutes goes by, and there comes Judith again. How's your meal? I don't know, Judith. I haven't even been able to start yet. Just getting all my utensils ready, Judith. Thank you. Okay, I'll be back. enjoy yourself. If you need anything, just, not a problem. Let me know. Okay, Judith, thanks. 2 minutes later, Judith comes back, and we're barely starting to dig in, and Judith is saying, well, how was your meal? Is everything okay? Is it prepared the way you like it? I don't know, Judith, because I have mid-fork. I don't know, Judith. I'm going to find out right now. Okay, well, I'll be back. If you need anything, please call. Again, my name is Judith, like as if we didn't know her name was Judith, because we've been saying it over and over again. And 2 minutes pass by. There comes Judith again. Is everything okay? I don't know, Judith. I'm still eating my food right now. Yes, everything's great. Thank you so much, Judith. And Judith came back again 2 minutes after. So we were in the restaurant for maybe about a good half hour, maybe a little bit longer, maybe 45 minutes. And I kid you not, Judith came to our table every 2 minutes. Judith was nice. We need more Judiths. And so that little lisp that I have, I can't even say Judith right. I have to kind of pronounce it Judith. We need more Judiths in restaurants, because I've been to restaurants where people are complete a-holes and they practically just want to throw food at you. I'm sorry, I do not want ranch dressing on my salad. Oh. And they come back and they leave in a tiff, and they come back in a tiff because you didn't want ranch dressing in your salad, and they put it anyway. So I'm sorry if that's not how I want to eat my salad that I'm paying $10 for. Thanks. But not Judith. Judith was like the waitress angel. She was the angel of waitresses. She was kind. She was very attentive, almost a little too attentive. She was there every 2 minutes. She was kind of like in those movies or those cartoons where somebody just keeps, oh, hi, Judith. I didn't even see you there, Judith. Judith was just always there, constantly in your face. So I told my friend, oh, she's very nice. Judith is very nice. She says, yes, she's nice, but she's almost a little too nice. Now, have we become so hardened in our life? Have we become so hardened in our cultures that when someone is that nice, it's almost too nice? And Judith was nice, but Judith was kind of like that friend or acquaintance at school where she kind of got on your nerves just a little bit. You kind of were her friend, but then you didn't really want to hang out with her too much because she was like really, really super nice. And, you just were not that kind of she was not your kind of person that you wanted to hang out with, because you'd probably just bury her face in the pie because you'd probably get a little tired of it. But Judith was still cool. I think that a lot of people should be more like Judith. Maybe just tone it down like about 100 notches. And maybe come every 7 minutes instead of every 2 minutes. Because Judith, people want to eat. And it's already bad enough that you're in a restaurant that's full of people. There's a lot of yakking going on, and all you hear are voices here, voices there, voices there, voices there. And Judith was on top of it, but Judith did not give you a chance to really even enjoy your meal. Now, is that me being a bitch because Judith was so nice? Or am I just so hardened by all the butt heads that we get in restaurants that, to me, Judith was just a little too much? Judith. Now, if I were to go back to that restaurant, which we frequent that restaurant often, I would hope that I would get Judith. But there's also another young man who works there who's like Judith, but not so up in your face Judith. Judith is rocking. This guy is like cool. Like, you know what? You don't want ranch in your salad? I'm going to bring you a salad that doesn't have ranch, and I'm going to give you that salad for free. Dude, yeah. That's the kind of service that we want. Judith is nice, but Judith needs to calm down, Beyonce. Really. I actually saw that in a meme the other day, and it was so funny. I just had to say that. So, Judith, best of luck to you. I hope that Judith just seems like she should be maybe a doctor. So maybe Judith is just trying really hard to save up money and get a lot of tips so she could save up to go to medical school so she could be a doctor. Maybe she should be a teacher because she's super nice, but I think a lot of the kids will take advantage of her because she's way too nice. Like over the top nice, like, stop it, Judith. 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 You gotta toughen up a little bit. Just a little bit. Toughen up. Come every 5 minutes if you have to, but not every 2 minutes when I even had a chance to sit down or look through the menu or, you know, these are the grievances of our world right now. My world is that Judith was too nice, but we left her a nice tip, and, you know, we ended up with a lot of food to take home that we probably, I mean, really, how many of you take leftovers home from a restaurant and actually eat them? I don't know how many times I've been to a restaurant where I've asked for a box to go, and Judith didn't work there, but they would bring us a box, and some of the restaurants, they'll put it in the box for you, and some are like, screw it, you need to do it your damn self. So you put you have all intentions of eating that leftovers because at the time you're so full because you probably ate, you know, chips and salsa until you were blue in the face, or salad or soup or bread. You know, if you go to a restaurant where they give you bread and butter, it's like by the time you get your meal, you're full. So you get your leftovers. Again, your intentions are to go home, and later that night or even for lunch, your intentions are to eat this food that maybe Judith gave you a box for. So I know there's plenty of times where I've boxed the food myself and I put it in the bag. They give you a bag and the food stays there. I forget it. I'll be on my way home like, oh crap, I forgot my food. Darn it. Like I was really going to eat it anyway. I mean, that's how wasteful I can be sometimes. Or you get it home and you put it in the fridge. You think, okay, well, I'm going to have it later, or I'm going to eat it tomorrow for lunch. And it doesn't happen. It just sits there in a little box all alone, saying, eat me, eat me. You brought me home. Why aren't you eating me? And then a couple days later, you're like, well, crap. You know what? You just end up throwing it in the garbage. How many people do that? Hello, me. And I know a lot of people who get their leftovers and they do not eat their leftovers because you just don't eat the leftovers. Is it because we order too much food? We shove things in our mouth and then we get full and then we think that we're going to eat them later, and then you're just kind of like, I don't want to eat that. I don't know how long it's been sitting in that restaurant to begin with. I'm not going to eat it now after it's been sitting in my house for my fridge for 2 days. Am I right or am I wrong? How many of you take leftovers and don't eat them? And real quick, I just want to talk about one thing that has to do with restaurants and food. Panda Express. I love Panda Express. And usually I'll go there and I'll order something and then I won't, I'll have it the next day for lunch because I will eat leftovers, Panda, but with the intention of buying it for the next day. But how many of you, I don't know about you, but I hate their new to-go boxes. You bring that stuff home and stuff is seeping out of these containers that they use. I know that they're biodegradable, but still, here I am again complaining. And I know it's helping our earth, but I mean, really, can you not come up with something different, or maybe put some damn foil on the bottom of those things so that way the food is, the container just gets all droopy because of the food because it's not heavy enough, right? Well, that's enough for today. Thanks for watching, and let me know, what is your opinion about leftovers, and what do you think about Judith? Judith, you rock, but you gotta just Thanks for watching. Ciao.